Hello everyone, this video is for those who want to make money online simply by using their phone and without any team, without anyone. I made $150,000 online for the past year without using any team, just me, myself, and I. And I know there's a lot of people that want to do the same, so this video is for you. Of course, this video is not for any dummy that just want to make money real quick. I'm talking about people that already has careers, people already that has already a track record of doing things well done, those who are hardworking people, hardworking individuals that are working at a company and have good jobs or have a good income. Maybe you already have a side hustle that involves managing a lot of people and you already make money and you just want to do something else. You want to have more freedom. You want to just do things more independently. You don't want to need to manage a team to make extra $150,000 a year, or you want to make extra $150,000 a year besides managing a team. This is for these kind of people, not for people that is like, oh my God, I have 0 cents and now I want to start making money. It's also possible for you to use the same strategies, but I think that when you are super desperate to make money, things usually don't pan out exactly well. But for those who are ready for my strategy, hang on, you're gonna learn a lot from this video. And it's very easy, it's very simple, and I've done $150,000 in the past year and some change without any team, without anybody, me, myself, and I doing everything. You can do it too. I even feel dumb right now that I'm doing this video about how long it took me to understand this, but I'm gonna give you the game plan very quickly. Step number 1, you need to know who you are. What are your strengths? And a lot of people want to skip this step, but it's impossible for you to create anything online, to create a brand, to create trust with people without knowing yourself first. You need to do a complete audit of you and your life and see what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. But forget about the weaknesses. Let's just focus about what are your strengths. You have a nice house? Do you have a nice car? Do you have a nice watch? Do you have a nice body? Do you have a nice girlfriend? Do you have a nice family? Do you read a lot of books? Are you very good at writing? Are you very good at talking? Do you do sports on your free time? What are your strengths? What are the things that people looks at you like as an authority already offline? For example, in my case was I have a great body. For like 90% of the males my age, which are 35, don't have a body like me. So I knew that this is one of my strengths. I also have a nice family. I have a nice house. I have some nice watches. So those things, I use them as my billboards, because when you are working online, when you are producing content online, there must be something that grabs the attention of people. And some people they have a nice car. I'm not saying go rent a nice car. Some people, they do really have a nice car. So why not showcase it? Some people, they have terrific bodies. Why not show it? Because it's something that you have authority in, something that people will look to and be like, oh my God. And if you don't have one of these things, go get it. I always recommend people get in terrific shape. Why? Because it's free. And a lot of people is not in terrific shape. One of the reasons that I think my brands grew so big online, I have one account with almost 183,000 followers in one English account on Instagram. You can go see ADREYALA, André Yala, and I have another one, also André Yala. I will put both on the description, that I started 2 months ago and has almost 4,000 followers. The other has 14 months and has 143,000 followers. One of the reasons that I think that these accounts grew so much is that when people would look at me and look at my videos, it would be like, oh, this guy is super fit. Oh, this guy seems to have his things well put together. And you cannot run from this. Image sells. So find your strengths and start showcasing them online. So step 1 is to make the inventory of your strengths. Step 2, creating a strategy. What strengths will you showcase on your Instagram? How will you build your content? Who is doing similar content to what you want to be doing in the future? Who are you going to model for the next 5 years? What are they selling? What are the projects that they are selling? What are the problems in your life that you have solved previously, that if you gave the solution to somebody, they would be able to solve it, learn from you how to solve it, and they think that this problem is worth paying money for. I always give the simple examples like lose 100 pounds. You can teach somebody how to lose 100 pounds. Get out of debt. You are in a massive debt. For example, I was in debt 12,000 euros back in the COVID days. I paid the debt. I can teach somebody how to pay their debt when they are in big debt. I can teach somebody how to lose weight and to be just like low body fat because I've done that. Do something difficult. Overcome a breakup. If you overcome a breakup, your life is better now after the breakup than before the breakup. You can also teach that. Everything that you overcame in life is something that you are qualified as an authority to teach somebody. All right. So make a strategy. Think about organize all your strengths. Think about what products you can possibly sell, what things you can possibly teach, problems that you overcame in the past. Think about how often do you want to be posting online? How do your ideal clients look like? Where they go, what they buy, why they choose to buy from where they are buying currently. And I always think that the best ideal client is exactly you. For example, the only client I think about when I'm trying to sell something or when I'm creating my brand is about myself, because I know myself the most. So I try to do everything to impress myself, because I'm like, would I buy from me? And if the answer is yes, there will be a lot of guys like me that will buy from me. If when I say, would I buy from me, the answer is no, so the guys like me will not buy from me, so I'm doing the wrong thing. And that, what is your niche? What are you going to sell? What will you post on your stories? Strategize about everything. Write everything down in a lot of detail. So when you start executing on this strategy, you are very sure that for the next 1 to 5 years, this is really you. This is how you want to go deep into the weeds with this. For example, when I started, my product that I started with was the DWA MRR course. It's a course that teaches about marketing and branding. That was a course that I bought myself to learn about marketing and branding. That was a course that I learned before I started my journey online, and that's how I got my start. So for the first 6, 7, 8, 9 months of my journey, I only focus on selling that course. I grew my social media profile. I started selling that course. I kept promoting that course. And that's all I did for the first 6, 7 months. I had a clear strategy. I would do that. And then after I had success with that, I started giving mentorship calls, mentorship groups, teaching people how to grow their social media profiles, how they can make money online. But my first way of making money online was using a ready for me product. It was already done, and the only difference was people was buying from me because they liked me more. I didn't have to create any product. And why I did that? Because I'm kind of ADHD, I'm all over the place, and I knew that if I would start by creating my own products in the beginning and doing my own things in the beginning, maybe it would take me ages to get started. But because in the beginning I only had to focus on creating content, talking and writing, and those are my strengths, that was the perfect product for me. For you, you can decide what is the perfect product that better suits you. Then after step 1, which is knowing who you are, you go to step 2, which is creating a strategy, and then step 3 is executing. Basically, every single day you are modeling the type of content creator that you know you want to be in the future. So before you start, you already looked up 2 or 3 profiles of people that you're like, if I'm like this in 5 years, if I'm like this in 10 years, that's good for me. And you start every single day. I suggest 3 pieces of content, minimum 2 on Instagram, and you start putting quality content, killer reels. Of course, you need to do your research to understand what is the best content to post, but you're going to do that because you are determined to win. So you're going to post 2 killer piece of content every single day on Instagram. And you're gonna go on your stories and you're gonna talk with your audience. You're gonna share about what you are doing. Basically, you will be the best version of yourself while you have the camera on you and you are just showcasing that. I forgot to tell you one thing about strategy. I always like to make strategies that are like 5 to 10 year strategies. Why? Because I think 1 year is too short, few months is too short. Think about a football player. If a football player, when they start playing football at 5 years old, they usually take 12 years till they get to the first team. Imagine that if they would say, "Oh, I want to get to the first team in." Imagine if they would say, "I want to get in the first team in just 3 months." They would be 5 years in 3 months or 6 years. Like, it doesn't make sense. Step 3, start posting content. I'd recommend that you post at least 2-3 videos every single day. After a month posting 3 videos a day, you have 90 videos. 6 months go by, you have 540 videos. It's impossible that you post 540 videos modeling the best reels and content online and that you didn't grow up to have a 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, even 100,000 following right now. Yes, because consistency pays. Consistency makes you grow. Consistent volume and quality. So by now, I believe you should be making at least $3,000 to $5,000 every single month. If you watch this video until the end and like what you heard, please subscribe. And if you want to get in touch with me, just see how. I have all the information on the description. Let's go.